everyone, I'm Gilly and happy 2017. I know I'm a little late to the party, but you know, happy 2017. It's better late than never. I wanted to make a video on VEGANUARY. And I feel that lately there's been a lot of negative things going around when it comes to veganism, especially from that Nikocado Avocado guy about how bad it is for you and how it doesn't help and how it turns people crazy. And I'm not really doing a response video to him in particular. I'm doing a response video to all negativity that goes on. And I've noticed a lot of it happens around this time of the year, and it is not a coincidence. There's a lot of people this time of the year that are looking into veganism and are doing VEGANUARY, and that is amazing. Whether you're doing it for a month or a week or even a day, every little bit does count. Every little bit does help the animals. Like, something is better than nothing, and it really just annoys me when people try to act like, oh, it doesn't make a difference, it doesn't do this. A lot of the problems that we have today have to do with meat consumption, especially in Western countries, including the United States of America, where I'm from. And I don't mean to be ranty, but this might be a little bit of a ranty video. It is not okay to just take no responsibility for what we are causing to the planet, for the harm we are causing to the animals, acting like, well, I can't save them all, so I might as well save none. If you believe in adopting animals versus buying animals at a pet store, which is amazing, we don't want to support puppy mills, you do want to adopt an animal, but you're not going to walk into an adoption center or a rescue center and be like, well, I can't save them all, so I'm going to save none. I might as well go into a pet store and contribute to puppy mills and all these dogs that are being mistreated and all these poor dogs that are being bred. No, so nowhere else in life does that apply except when people want it to apply. We get upset about what happens in other countries, people eating dogs and everything like that, which is true, it is upsetting. But it is okay to be upset about what happens to cows and pigs and chickens just as much as you would get upset over what happens to cats and dogs. Cats and dogs have so many laws protecting them, as they should, but so should other animals. And that's what veganism is about. It's about not brainwashing yourself or being brainwashed into all these set of rules. It's about unbrainwashing yourself and allowing yourself to love equally all the living beings, not just the ones that society has told us that, yeah, well, these you should love, these should be in your home, and these you should eat. Like, who said? TV commercials. Another reason I'm doing this video today wasn't my planned video for today, but you know, since my makeup's done, I might as well. I saw the Times magazine put something out on cheese, and the whole little, I saw it on Facebook real quick, but the whole thing is about cheese, and it's just showing melty cheese and stringy cheese and just like basically cheese porn, you know, which is, I get it, but that's obviously trying to brainwash people into it. But the whole time it's saying about how it may have benefits and it may be helpful, but we know it's bad for you. We know it has cholesterol. We know that lactose is bad for you. We know that baby cows are stolen from their moms because that milk's for humans, not for baby cows. But why are you making this big advertisement about may? It's not about what it says. And it may have health benefits, and then it ends with saying more research needs to be done. So why are you even putting this advertisement out? Because it's January. The Hodge twins, last year, they were the big thing that they were going, well, in YouTube land. Last year, they were talking about how, well, they stopped being vegan around this time of year. They started trying it a little bit before this time of year, but then around this time of year, it's like, oh, we lost all our gains and this and that. And it's like, fine, if you lost your gains and you don't want to be vegan anymore, but do not blame veganism for your problems or your issues. There is no deficiency that can't be corrected in a vegan way. You can get B12 being vegan. You can get vitamin D being vegan. You can everything being vegan. Honestly, my hair has never been this long as a meat eater. My nails, my skin, but that's not the point. I mean, meat eaters get upset when you talk about veganism, but honestly, more often than not, meat eaters are asking me when you're out eating, oh, why are you vegan? And then they get mad when I don't say, oh, I wanted my hair to be long, I wanted my nails to be strong, I wanted my skin to clear up. Yes, that's great for some people who want to go plant-based and want to do it for those reasons. Amazing. Plant-based is awesome, but that's not why I did it. So when someone asks me, I'm gonna be honest, because it has you question yourself. So most people want to just get angry about it, and instead of getting angry about it, like, I get if it's something you can never do, which I said before I went vegan, which most vegans say before they go vegan, it's fine if it's something you can never do, but don't knock someone else that is doing it. Which the main thing, like, which I started with that avocado guy. He said he did it for what, 10 years or something like that. That's fine. He tried it for so long, it didn't work out for him. You know what? At least you tried it for 10 years. You saved animals and the planet. Would I wish you would stay vegan? Yes. But is that my life? Is that my problem? No. But for you to go and talk so negatively about those who actually do believe in veganism, who do choose to stay vegan and do their best to just make yourself feel better about eating meat and dairy, just go eat the meat and dairy. People are going to talk about you. Yeah, maybe vegans are going to be mean to you, but toughen up. In a week, nobody will remember you. But because he did that video, my sister sent me an article that the Daily Mail UK wrote a whole thing on him. Is that a coincidence? It's not. Last year in November, right before Christmas, right before VEGANUARY, that girl, I don't even know her name, came out with Breaking Vegan, the book. It was all over the news and all this stuff. It is not a coincidence, guys. I honestly think Hodge twins were paid off. Maybe Nikocado Avocado, whatever, was paid off. By who? The meat and dairy industries, because they're the ones that lose money. They're the ones that lose profit. You have to understand supply and demand when it comes to veganism. Will me not eating a burger today save the cow that was already dead on that burger? No. But that restaurant, which I could have ordered the regular burger at and instead chose to order the veggie burger at, has one extra burger that didn't sell. If several enough people do it, maybe it'll have 10 extra burgers that didn't sell that month. So next month, when it comes to their meat order, they're going to order one less case of hamburger meat, because if it continues happening, more people go vegan, restaurants will demand less and less hamburgers, just like grocery stores. So then that butcher shop is going to be like, oh, okay, well, we don't need to kill as many animals this month because we're getting less demanded from us. I don't blame factory farms. I don't blame butchers, shops, and all these things, because they're just doing their jobs. I mean, is it nice? No. But we're the ones that are demanding all of this. We are demanding too much, and the planet cannot keep up. 100 years ago, which is not that long ago, because my grandmother is 95 years old, or 96. My grandmother is 92 years old, so it was not that long ago. Well, we only had 1 billion people on this planet. We're reaching 8 billion. The planet cannot keep up with the demands we're putting on it, especially the Western countries. If other countries ate like the United States, like the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like it's protein, 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 like you can't have a meal unless there's meat or dairy in it. That mentality, it is not your fault that you have that mentality. And if you're actually choosing to go through VEGANUARY and put all of that aside, that's the main point of my video. I'm not meaning to be mean or be ranty. I just want to say, for those of you who actually are trying, are making an effort, even with just being vegetarian or being pescatarian, or even meatless Mondays, something is better than nothing. I started by just doing meatless Mondays. I never expected to be vegan, but then I was like, well, you know, if I could save this much water, if I could save this much one day out of the week, let me do it 2-3 days out of the week. And then I started realizing a lot of people just they don't care. We need to have those few that do care to overcompensate for those who don't care at all, you know, and it's not for nothing. I've never felt better. Not just physically, but emotionally. Like, I go to bed at night, even if all I did on a certain day was Sunday today, lounge around and do my makeup, did nothing else. I know I didn't harm another creature. I know I did my best. Am I perfect? No. Is everything that I do in life perfect? No. Probably some people want to point out, oh, those fake ass contacts, or you use electricity to straighten your hair, or your car that you drive. Like, stop deflecting from the problem. The main issue is meat consumption. Watch Cowspiracy. The main problem is what we need to work on, not concentrate on the little things to deflect from the big things, which is what I'm saying about the meat and dairy industries. They probably are paying some of these people to do these things, because so many people doing VEGANUARY, even if it is for a month, at the same time, it's gonna hurt their pockets. It is too coincidental, in my opinion, that it continues to happen around this time of year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just thinking about conspiracies and all this stuff, but it's just something to think about, okay? So anybody doing VEGANUARY, please subscribe to my channel. This month I'm going to dedicate on just trying to help, encourage, educate people on veganism, because that's why I started my channel in the first place. And I really have hope for the future. We have to make a change, and we can't sit around and just wait for everyone else to make a change. Meat and dairy industries are never going to treat animals better because we demand so much. They're never going to be humane, free range. All that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. The demand is still put on the planet. We're just going to kill them anyway. I'll link this website below, but one person just being vegan for 1 month saves 33,000 gallons of water, 900 square feet of forest, 30 animal lives, 12 pounds of grains, and 600 pounds of CO2. If you're one of the people that are trying to help and reduce the demand, then don't let news stories and TV and other people, you know, sway you. There's a reason you wanted to do Veganuary in the first place. Or there's a reason, even if you made it this far in this video, you have to be interested for some reason in Veganuary or in veganism or in something. I mean, unless you just want to watch me talk, which, why? There are so many different reasons why people come into veganism, be it for health, be it for the animals, be it for the planet. But at the end of the day, you have to come full circle to stay vegan. I remember the specific thing that Nikocado Avocado said that really kind of annoyed me was that he said he did so many animal rights videos because he felt like it was the right thing to do, like what he should have been doing. Clearly right there it says you never connected to veganism in your heart, because you should have done those videos because it's what you wanted to do, because you wanted to put that message out there, not because other vegans were doing it. And if you want to go back to eating meat and dairy, if it didn't work out for you, that's fine. I mean, do I wish it worked out? Yes. But it doesn't work out for everyone, because not everyone has the compassion to keep it going, the determination, the willpower, the selflessness. And yes, you do need all those things to go and stay vegan. You know, you can't get mad if I say that vegans are more compassionate than non-vegans. Because if somebody was 150 pounds, ripped, with a six-pack abs, and she's looking sexy and you can tell she goes to the gym, I can't say that. I can't get mad if somebody says that she's more dedicated than me. Hello. Obviously. So don't be upset if I say that vegans are more compassionate, vegans are more selfless. We are. Because it does take compassion and selfishness to stay vegan. Well, anyways, my battery's about to die, so maybe that's a sign for me to stop talking and to say goodbye to you guys. Sorry for being so ranty. I don't try to be ranty, but I mean, veganism is very important to me. It came into my life at a time that I needed something bigger than me to care for, to fight for, to believe in, and I will defend it to like my dying day, you know? So please subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos coming up. And I hope you like this video, even though I was kind of mean and ranty in it. And I talk fast, but I always talk fast. But anyway, I will see you guys soon. Bye!